This is going to be a two-part video, but in part one, we're going to talk about the manipulation of the mind. So let's get started.
We set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone, simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you? After just 3 beeps, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. But what happens if we take the group away?
Elaine, please.
Okay, now she's alone. The crowd is gone and nobody is watching her, except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there. Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
Have a seat and they'll be out in just a couple minutes. Thanks so much.
Everybody was doing it, so I thought I was supposed to.
Think she'll teach the new guy what to do? We kept the cameras rolling as more unsuspecting patients arrived. And slowly but surely, what began as a random rule for this woman has now become the social norm for everyone in this waiting room.
Crazy, right? But before we get too quick to pass judgment, let me broaden the testing grounds.
Some people are still wearing their masks outside who are fully vaccinated, even though the science says they don't have to. Why do you wear a mask outside? What's your thought on that?
I'm not sure why.
Why are you wearing a mask outside?
It feels weird not to.
I just like it. I got used to it.
I feel like I have to wear it. I don't know why. I just want to wear it.
Yeah, I guess like my friends wear them, so I'm like, if I might as well just too.
I feel like I won't take off my mask until everybody does.
So it's virtually impossible to get coronavirus outside while you're vaccinated.
Okay.
Does that change your thought process at all?
Not really. I'm just going to keep wearing it.
That's right. We've done the exact same thing, but on a broader scale. It's not about health, but mental conditioning. Now, far be it from me to tell you that the masks are useless. It says it right there on the box. Not only that, but the CNN analyst said so, and also Mr. Fauci ain't gonna call that man no doctor, because he ain't no doctor.
Wearing a 3-ply surgical mask, don't wear a cloth mask. Cloth masks are little more than facial decorations.
Did I say that out loud?
Cloth masks are little more than facial decorations. There's no place for them in light of Omicron.
When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is.
Now, why is this important? Well, if I can continue showing you people living in fear, and I'm constantly giving you numbers on deaths, when you hear the name COVID, immediately you will equate it with death. And at that point, I could say whatever I want. It could be taken out of context. Oh, this person died, but he was 98 and he already had cancer. Doesn't matter. He had COVID. So when you hear them speaking, it doesn't matter what they say at that point. Immediately, when you hear COVID, you will think death. So if they came out tomorrow with an Optimus Prime variant, and one of the symptoms happens to be bubble guts, immediately people will be afraid to fart. Bubble guts? You being real extra right now. Am I though?
Dr. Marty Sharkey says the symptoms with the Omicron variant are pretty similar to the other variants that we've seen with COVID-19. Take a look at your screen. You can see some of the symptoms here. She says some of those, the common symptoms are sore throat, runny nose, cough, body aches, and sneezing, but you're less likely to lose your taste and smell than you were with other variants. Even though Omicron is more transmissible, Dr. Sharkey says it's a milder variant.
She just listed everything on a NyQuil bottle. So are we really afraid of the virus, or are we afraid of the name? Have they whispered the name for so long that when we hear it, we automatically think of death? Now, I'm not saying that COVID didn't kill people, and I'm not saying that it doesn't kill people today. The flu killed people, and it still does today. But what makes this different from that, and why are we behaving differently? And there's got to be more to this story, and I think a lot of it has to do with the mental conditioning that they have done throughout the last year and a half. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. The next video is going to be on our so-called experts. I know you've been blessed in your hearing, and as always, family, grace and peace.